Hey, you're not ready, Dosser, are you?
Man, some water.
You big bum.
Or ice pack, because you got an ill head right now.
Yeah, I will have ill fists in a minute if you
and
keep
after the
on.
fight, he's going to have a knot on his head.
I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy, Chisora, for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek! Come on! It's coming up.
No one to get this misconstrued. I don't want anyone to get this mistaken here as our friendship. You understand? But I want you to know when that night of the fight comes, that will switch off. You will see two enemies in the ring that's going to try to whoop each other. I told Derek, I want you to try to kill me because I need that. I need that.
With Tyson, but you know what? I always wanted to fight him. And people always ask me, why? Why do you want to do that for? I just want to fight him. But coming back on the selling point, the way we're doing it right now is going great because I think we're doing good numbers. And one of my favorite things for this whole weekend, introduced him to fish and chips.
Derek going to hurt. That rat moment instantly explodes as Tyson Fury crashes the press conference and steals the spotlight from Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora. Fury openly mocks Wilder and turns the whole room against him with pure confidence. This is not hype talk anymore. This feels like public disrespect aimed straight at Wilder.
Because rather than retaliating and hate on somebody, this man really does have mental health issues, it's evident to see. And rather than just go back and forward with him and yada yada yada, saying he's deluded and all that, I'm just going to pray for him and I'm going to ask God to help him.
Aladipo describes Derek Chisora grinding through brutal sound sessions alongside Tyson Fury while Deontay Wilder had already flown back to America. That dedication and togetherness strongly backs the belief that Derek Chisora is preparing to outwork and outfight Wilder on the big night.
I think Wilder was tired and I think he's actually flown back to America. So it was me, Chisora and Lethal B in the hottest sauna I've ever experienced. And I like to do the sauna now and again because I think it's really good for the body. So I was like, yeah, this is easy. It wasn't easy. So what I tried to do, remember this story about Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury questions the logic behind Deontay Wilder's long-running cheating accusations. He points out that Wilder rebuilt his entire team and training approach after the loss, which completely weakens the excuse narrative. Fury sounds confident and calm, while Wilder's claims continue to look like frustration rather than...
Here's something that I think I need to say. It's like, Wilder said that I only won the second fight because I cheated, but then he goes and changes his whole team and does all this extra training and trains as hard as he's ever trained and brought on all his team and all that. So I asked the question is, if I only won because I cheated, what was the point in changing everything and doing all this other work? Can anybody answer that question? I know he can't, doesn't have the brains to.
Deontay Wilder is trying to hype his own relentlessness, claiming he will do whatever it takes to win. But the bravado feels forced when compared to Derek Chisora's steady preparation and Tyson Fury's calm confidence. Wilder's desperation comes across as talk, while Chisora looks ready to...
They're so bundled up, you can't even tell who's who, what's going on here. Outside of, obviously, the height advantage for Deontay Wilder. One thing I will say is I've met Derek Chisora before, but I met Deontay Wilder at the Ring Awards. By the way, the Ring Awards...
Deontay Wilder talks a big game about going all out and hitting wherever he can, but it's mostly empty bravado compared to Derek Chisora's disciplined approach. Chisora is methodical and mentally prepared, while Wilder sounds reactive and desperate. Fury's backing of Chisora adds weight, making it clear that Wilder will face a fighter who is calm, focused, and ready to exploit every weakness in the ring.
Everything in the kitchen sink, you can add the toaster, the blender, and everything else he's gonna bring. He hit you in places that you don't want to be hit, and he don't care. He wants to win. He's gonna do whatever it takes to win. And that's what...
Tyson Fury dismisses Wilder's constant cheating claims, showing why he is a mental powerhouse. He stays unshaken, refusing to let Wilder's noise affect the bigger picture. Derek Chisora benefits from this calm energy, entering the fight with a clear mindset. Fury's poise highlights Wilder's lack of control and exposes him as someone leaning on excuses rather than strategy. Chisora looks mentally stronger, giving him the edge when it...
Ace, you don't hear me crying and moaning about, oh my god, he cheated. You don't hear any of that shit, because that's not me. It is what it is, no point crying over spilled milk.
Derek Chisora shows full confidence as he acknowledges being the favorite. Backed by Tyson Fury, Chizora's mindset is unshakable. He's not just favored by odds, but by the fans and his team's faith. This kind of mental edge over Wilder can prove decisive. Wilder may have power, but Chizora's preparation, experience, and Fury's support make him the true threat in the ring.
Yeah, I went down and you see, you see Tyson Fury was doing him a BJ.
He's Tyson's picked you to win this. A lot of people have picked you. Have you been shocked by? You are the favourite going into this. Looking at the bookies, you are the favourite. Does that shock you?
I don't know. Thank God the bookies love me now. That's it.
Ade Aladipo reflects on Wilder's career struggles, suggesting that while losses are part of boxing, Wilder hasn't fully recovered mentally from his defeats against Tyson Fury. This exposes a psychological vulnerability that Derek Chisora can exploit. Chizora's confidence and mental toughness, reinforced by Fury's guidance, position him as the fighter more likely to control the pace and pressure in the ring. Wilder may have experience and power, but his history of letting Fury dominate shows that he struggles under relentless, composed opponents like Chisora, making the Brit the favorite in this clash.
Wilder's been through a lot, you know. Wilder's been through a lot. It's not just the defeats in the ring. I think he can maybe accept those defeats because it ultimately comes with being a boxer. Not everyone's going to be an Andre Ward or Shakur Stevenson or Floyd Mayweather or Terence Crawford or Joe Calzaghe, right? Fighters that have never suffered defeats. I think most will. That's just how it is. So I think he's accepted the losses, apart from the ones to Tyson Fury.
Liam Goof highlights how Wilder continues to cling to unfounded cheating claims against Tyson Fury, showing his obsession and inability to move forward. This fixation undermines his mental strength and leaves him open to pressure in the ring. Derek Chisora, by contrast, operates with clarity and focus, unaffected by distractions. Fury's public support of Chisora further demonstrates that the Brit has both strategy and a psychological advantage. Wilder's constant dwelling on the past suggests he will enter the fight with baggage, whereas Chisora is free to dominate with confidence and precision.
Running with the idea that Tyson Fury cheated, and he's actually claiming now that that's the reason why Tyson Fury isn't allowed back in the States, in spite of the fact that the trilogy fight. So bear in mind all these allegations of Tyson Fury cheating, which is all they are, allegations. He says he has proof. Well, he's been saying that for 6 years now, and he hasn't shown any evidence of it. He's saying that why isn't Tyson Fury suing him for defamation?
Wade Plemons breaks down the physical aspects, noting Wilder's reach, but also highlighting Chizora's experience and timing. While Wilder may appear intimidating on paper, Chizora's awareness and skill set make him a dangerous opponent who can neutralize Wilder's strengths. This fight, built up as Chizora's potential retirement bout, carries immense significance. Fury's backing and Chizora's tactical preparation elevate the stakes, suggesting that Wilder's reach advantage alone won't be enough. Chizora's combination of resilience, intelligence, and fury inspires confidence, making him the fighter most likely to control the action and deliver a shock victory.
Hey, Wilder, and you know, when you think of someone's height, like they say he's 6'7", don't do the meme, it's dead, bury it. He didn't look as tall as I thought he would be in person, but what I did notice is he had a crazy reach, like an insane arm length. I know that sounds weird, but I'm always like trying to size people up. Anyway, this is an awesome fight for the first debut card of Misfits Pro. I love the fight. Queensberry is involved. Like I said, Derek Ward is...
Wilder tries to project respect and sportsmanship, but it reads as over-explaining and masking uncertainty. His focus on appearances contrasts sharply with Chizora's straightforward, aggressive mindset. Chisora thrives in action and pressure, while Wilder seems distracted by narrative and perception. Fury's support further boosts Chizora's confidence, making him appear mentally sharper and more ready for the fight, while Wilder risks being outpaced and outthought when the bell rings.
You know, I'm a people's person. I don't meet strangers, you know what I mean? So being able to be in front of my opponent is a beautiful thing for me. It shows you the gentlemanship that we have with each other, the respect that we have for each other. But on the night of the fight, you'll see two different people, like we didn't know each other. And for me, that is even more powerful than two guys just looking mad at each other, trying to find something to sell a fight. We don't have to sell the fight that way. We can sit right here as gentlemen and tell each other how we feel about each other, but on the night of the fight, this is how it's gonna be, and I think that's even more better and exciting than all the other stuff, the chaos. I know people want to see all the talking and all that stuff, but it's a time and a place.
Eddie Hearn labels Chisora as the underdog, yet his caution underscores just how underestimated Derek is. Wilder's power is undeniable, but Chisora's resilience, determination, and Fury's backing make him more than capable of surviving the early storm. History shows that underrated fighters often shock the world, and Chisora's experience and mental toughness could see him endure Wilder's best shots and see victory later in the fight. This framing makes the Brit the exciting and dangerous choice, ready to...
Do you believe that Derek Chisora can beat Deontay Wilder?
I think he's a big underdog in the fight, and I think he may also get knocked out in the fight. If he gets past 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, he's banging that fight. He might not get through 5 or 6 rounds for Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting.
Adam Smith admits it could be a 50-50 contest, but his analysis highlights that Wilder's prime is likely behind him. He acknowledges Wilder's devastating punching power, but also notes that for years he hasn't looked sharp or consistent, especially since the trilogy with Tyson Fury. Derek Chisora, on the other hand, continues to grind, staying active, accumulating experience, and maintaining his conditioning. Chisora's mental toughness and consistent preparation give him a strategic edge over Wilder, who relies heavily on raw power. When the fight arrives, Chisora's experience, resilience, and Fury-backed confidence make him a dangerous opponent for Wilder, capable of surviving the early onslaught and taking control as the fight progresses. Music. This is a battle where preparation and composure could outweigh pure strength.